Hey everyone, it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel, or to my channel if you're new here. Today is going to be a, not really life update, but more of like a college update, like what's going on in like my college experience so far. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up, let's start with kind of my college. Like, I am a freshman at the University of Louisville here in Kentucky. It's a good college so far, but I have some notes right here, so in case you're wondering what I'm looking at, I wrote down some things I want to touch base on. Like I said, I'm a freshman, so obviously it's not going to be super hard for me yet, but this video is going to be a lot about like time management for me, and I also want to like provide some tips and stuff for that. So my major is psychology pre-med. If you don't know, I have changed my major and like what I want to do with my career so many times, so I don't actually know if I mentioned it on my channel before. Lady just hopped up. My major is psychology pre-med, and I am hoping to pursue pediatric psychiatry. I love children. I've always known I wanted to work with kids in medicine, and mental health is very important to me, and it's always been something I've been very passionate about. So that's why I'm interested in psychiatry. You may be wondering why psychiatry versus psychology, and that is just because of the pay, and you know, just for 4, I think, more years is what the education difference is. You can get your like, I think it's almost double the pay raise, or like the difference in pay, so that's why I'm doing that. Currently I have 6 classes on my schedule for the fall semester. 4 of them are in person and 2 of them are online. So one of them was only a half term though, so one's already done, so basically I have 5 classes right now instead. I have classes 5 days a week, and they all start at 11 a.m., which I'll get into why that's slightly problematic a little later on, but they start at 11 a.m. every single day. And so basically 4 were in person, but one of them was that half term, so now I only have 3 classes in person. I am done by classes every single day by 2:30. I only have 1 class a day except Tuesdays now, and I'm done basically by noon, which is really nice just because I get to go home. It was a little rough at the beginning when I had that extra class just because I didn't have as much time, so now that that's over, I definitely am very relieved about it. So there's that. I am in a sorority. If you don't know, go check out that video, but I am a part of Kappa Alpha Theta here at Louisville. I really love it so far. With that being said though, there is a time commitment that sororities have, and really that anything has that you join, whether it be a sorority, a club, a sports team, like anything that you join, there's going to be a time commitment, so keep that in mind if you are interested. I love my sorority so much. I am a new member, obviously. We just got initiated actually last weekend, which was really nice, so now we're like officially members and stuff. But I did want to touch base and kind of about like what that's been like. So it's definitely a major time commitment for me, and because I commute, it's not like I live on campus where it's easier to like get to events and stuff, so that's definitely made it harder. We have our mandatory chapter every Sunday. It's every Sunday night, so every Sunday, unfortunately, night I will, not unfortunately, I don't want to say that as if it's like it's a bad thing, it's not a bad thing, but every Sunday night is blocked out for basically my sorority chapter. And then usually we have events, I feel like at least once a week, and especially because like you can join intramurals with your sorority, or if you're in a frat, then you can, I believe, also join intramurals there too. So I did flag football towards the beginning of the semester, and that's already over and stuff. Now, I think soccer and volleyball just started yesterday, I believe it was. I wasn't able to go to either, unfortunately, but that started yesterday, and those are really fun. But again, time commitment, that's there. So I'm not saying don't join, but if you are thinking about joining something like that, then you need to be prepared, because I feel like it's been so easy for me to overbook myself and like join so many things to the point where I physically can't go to everything. So everything I'm involved in on campus, I didn't write this down, I should have. I'm a part of a sorority. I am a part of Ignite, which if you don't know what Ignite is, it's basically like a campus ministry. I'm also a part of Delight, which is a women's ministry on campus, so both Christian-based organizations. I love them both. Delight runs Mondays in the afternoon, and then Ignite is on Tuesdays, but there is a optional, it's all optional, but Thursday nights are the freshman dinner, which I try to go to. I haven't been to all of these events. I do want to specify, like, it's okay if you miss something. And I know it can feel so easy to feel like you're missing out on something, but you need to take care of yourself, and if you need to miss a day, then you need to miss a day, and it's okay. No one is going to judge you for taking care of yourself, and honestly, if they are, then I personally would choose not to surround myself with that sort of energy, negative energy and everything, just because you need someone who's going to help you, uplift you and stuff. So surround yourself with good people who understand your circumstances. But I'm involved with those. I'm also, well, this is where the overbooking myself thing comes in. I'm also technically a part of the women's lacrosse club on campus. But I do think I'm unfortunately going to have to leave that organization just because I simply don't have the time. Because yes, I could make the time to go to all these events, but something is going to be sacrificed with that, because lacrosse practices was every Tuesday and Thursday. I have Ignite on both Tuesday and Thursday, and I could make the Ignite on Tuesdays right after practice if I wanted to. I would already be exhausted though, and then have to go to work because I work third shift. We'll talk about that later. But Thursdays though, I would just have to miss Ignite completely, and I could do that. That's definitely an option, and I'm still considering it, but I really need Ignite in my life because it's helped me so much. Like, I feel like I've struggled as a Christian just because I've been like a lukewarm Christian. If you don't know what that means, basically it's not like you're tiptoeing in the waters, but you're not fully in Christianity, in with Jesus, in with God, and all of that. So I feel like I need Ignite, and I think sacrificing lacrosse is something that God had me do in high school. I had double hip surgery, and I think that that was something God had for me to happen because he needed me to find him. And I've kind of noticed that same thing happening again, where it's like it's not like my hips, but it's the choice between my religion and sports, and religion for me is more important. Even though sometimes I do want to choose sports, I know that that is not going to benefit me in the long run or make me happy in the long run. So thinking about doing that, but I think that's everything I'm technically involved in. But yeah, so there's that. Like I said, I do work third shift at UPS. UPS Worldport is actually located in Louisville, and they have a program called Metropolitan College. Basically, if you work third shift with UPS, they will pay 100% of your tuition at the University of Louisville or JCTC, which is our local community college here. So I'm a part of that program, and I love it. It's a great program. I also did the school to work program in high school my senior year. Best decision I've ever made. For my personal circumstances and situation, UPS has really benefited me in more ways than just financial. So I love that. Do keep in mind though for that though, like it is third shift, and like I said, like having my classes start at 11 a.m. it makes it really hard just because my hours are typically somewhere between 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. It's not always that, and that's actually not what it is, but it's like an estimated, like if someone were to give you an estimated time just for like simplicity, 10 to 4 is basically what it would be. So I work that. I am technically a Sunday through Thursday employee, but I do go in on Fridays just because I get time and a half pay, and that really helps me out. So I do that. So I'm technically working 6 days a week, and then having my classes start at 11 a.m. When I get off work at 4, I typically go home and go to sleep. I have to wake up at like 9, so I'm getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep a day, and it is hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, college has been easy and hard at the same time. I think physically, like, it's been a struggle physically and mentally in different aspects. Some weeks are way busier than others, making it really hard, and some weeks are really slow, so it's kind of just like a toss-up of how is this week going to go. But I have that, and then also there's homework. Like, you have to keep in mind, even if like you technically have time to be a part of Ignite, Delight, UPS, school, lacrosse, even if you had time for all that, you're still going to have other work to do. And also you need to make time for yourself. So that's kind of where I'm at, where I'm like, I technically have time for everything I want to do, but I'm not having time for me, and that's been hard, and I'm really trying to not necessarily block out space, but make sure there's time for myself and my own health to do what I enjoy. So yeah, and then it looks like there's only 2 other things that I wrote down. I am very involved in fitness. I love physical health. I'm very passionate about like working out. That is one of my passions. I've always loved, like even when I was little, I was an athlete. I basically played sports my whole life, so that kind of contributed to it. And then I now go to the gym. I think I started going to the gym it's not been a year, but I would say pretty close to a year at this point maybe. But I really love the gym. I go to Crunch, really good gym. I'm very interested in powerlifting, so I love doing that. And that is something I love that I also have to make time for. I try to go before work every day. Love it. It honestly makes me really happy and helps me get a little serotonin boost and everything. And then the last thing I wrote down was family. Because I'm so busy, I don't really get to see my family, and because I work 6 days a week, I only have 1 off day, and that 1 off day is from everything. I don't have sorority, I don't have Ignite, Delight, I don't have school, I don't have work. Saturday is my off day, and I really try to create that a day where I can do what I love, hang out with people I love, family, spend time with them, just because I don't really get to see them and spend time with them during the week just because I am so busy. So I really do that. It is hard though. College has been fun though, and I think it's important to note that like the way it's coming off may sound like I'm having a bad experience, and I am completely not having a bad experience. I've had a great experience with college, and I genuinely love Louisville a lot more than I thought I would. So I really like it, and it's just been it's been hard to find balance, but I'm finally getting there. And I think it's been really helpful to have like my sorority and stuff, because they're like people I get to hang out with, like doing that, and then you know, going to like events and stuff on campus. Occasionally there's like free food that you'll just see and so that's really nice. But that's kind of been my college experience so far. Very hectic, very busy, but I'm trying to find balance, and I'm hoping that this first semester is like a semester of seeing what works for me, that way next semester can be better. As far as like my tips, recommendations, and everything go, the first thing, time management is so important. I am a planner girly. I love planners. They are my passion. I have a physical one. I personally love to write things down. Obviously, you can see that. I love to write things down. If you're not a physical planner girly or guy, perfectly fine. You can use like your phone or whatever. Get Google Calendar, or just write it down in notes. Do something, that way you can see your day. Next step, writing down or putting it in your phone or whatever, what you want to do for the day as like a checklist. I think that that's really helpful. That way you can kind of see, like, let's say you have 4 things to do. Let's say you have laundry, you need to take a shower, you need to do your homework, and then go to an event. It makes it so much easier to be like, there's only 4 things I have to do today. The second you tick one of those off, you have 3 things, 2, 1, and it just makes it really easy. So I like doing that. Next up would be making sure you create time for yourself. However you want to do that, completely up to you. If you are someone who uses a planner, then maybe you can block out like 30 minutes or an hour every day or something. Or I know for me, since I'm a commuter, I'm in the car a lot, driving to and from school, work, wherever. So music is kind of like my me time, and I really enjoy that. So that's what I do. I'm trying to think of anything else that I do to like help me, and that's helped me in college. Try to put yourself out there, and as an introvert, this is so hard. I'm such a like shy, nervous person, especially around people that like, one, I like, but also around people who I just don't know. It's not that I don't want to talk to people, I genuinely do. I just get really terrified of like, maybe they won't like me, or like, oh, what am I gonna say? But just go for it. Like, I know it's scary, but the worst thing that can happen is, they kind of give you a look and don't talk to you. And that's scary, yes, but it's not like a horrible thing, and you're gonna wake up the next day and you're gonna be like, what even happened yesterday? That person ignored me, so what? Like, yeah. So try to put yourself out there, try to meet new people, be open, because it's so easy to be like, oh, well, this is how I've done things for like the past few months, weeks, or like years, whatever. But be open to trying new things, or even trying the same things in new ways, because that's something that like I never really would have thought of doing. Like, I don't know, all of these things that I'm doing, like the intramurals, I never really thought about it, but after I did the flag football, I really liked it. And there's a few more random things. Like, I never thought I would be going to the gym when I was little. Like, I always thought about it, but I'm like, I'm too scared. But I just went for it. Like, one day I just decided, I'm gonna get a gym membership. So I did, and now I go almost every single day. But you just have to, the whole point of college is to figure out who you are, what you like, and just do what you do. Be who you are, and don't let anyone tell you who you're not, who you are, because ultimately and it sucks, but not everyone's gonna like that. You can't please everyone, and that's really hard, especially if you're a people pleaser like me. So just try to go into college, look at it with, optimistic, an optimistic personality, self, whatever the best way to phrase it is. But that is, I think, everything I have to say. I definitely rambled a lot and probably said a lot of things that may have not have flowed together, but hopefully I got the message across. I just wanted to share kind of like my college experience, some advice, time management, and all that. But I hope this was helpful. Comment down below your favorite event to do at your school, whether that be high school, college, or if you're not in school, what's your favorite hobby? But that's all I have for you all this week. I hope you found this video entertaining or helpful, whichever one. But I'll see you all next week. Bye!